What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Chattanooga. Right now I am in the south side of Chattanooga because, man, Daddy's hungry. I gotta feed the beast, so I'm going to my favorite restaurant here in Chattanooga, Main Street Meats. But I got a great episode for you today. I'm gonna take you to one of the most iconic spots here in Chattanooga, and I'm gonna share with you 5 aquatic fragrances that I'm stinking loving right now. So stay tuned. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today, and welcome back to My 2 Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Right. Standing right behind me is the wonderful and the beautiful Tennessee Aquarium. And fun fact about this aquarium, back in the 80s and early 90s, before this aquarium was erected, Chattanooga was actually one of the most dangerous cities in Tennessee. But the city band together and they're like, look, we have a beautiful area here, we need to rectify the city and we need to revitalize it. So they built the aquarium and the rest is history. And I thought I would bring you here because if you've not been to the Tennessee Aquarium, it's freaking amazing. And I thought it only suiting if we're gonna be at the aquarium, let's talk about 5 aquatic fragrances that I'm stinking loving right now. They got me hooked. I might be a little addicted to them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's whiffs and sniffs. So first up on my list is coming from the house of Zoologist, and this is Seahorse. If you have not seen my full review of Seahorse, then you can go check it out right here. But I absolutely am loving this fragrance. There's something about it. It's almost addictive. It's unique, but it also just kind of reminds me of actually going to a freshly cleaned aquarium, such as the Chattanooga Tennessee Aquarium. I love the opening of this because you get this beautiful musk mallow that's adding almost a nutty quality to it. It's adding a touch of sweetness to it, but adds this really nice musky quality as well. This thing is loaded down with some really interesting and clean musks. You also have an ambergris accord in here, but it's not ethical or natural ambergris. It's actually an ambergris accord built for this fragrance. You're also getting this beautiful green, like algae seaweed in this. So it's got a nice salinity to it. It's very unique, and for some reason, it's just enthralling to me. Like, I just enjoy wearing this, and I love the way I smell. There's a perfect balance of aquatic qualities, that greenness, and this really nice velvety sweetness to it. I love the musks in it. It's got good longevity. It's got really good projection within the first hour or so, but every time I smell this or every time I wear it, I get that much more addicted to it. So if you're looking for a unique, interesting aquatic fragrance, then definitely check out Zoologist Seahorse. This next one is a 2022 release, and I'm freaking loving it. I've talked about it plenty of times, and you can see the dent that I put in it. It's coming from Giorgio Armani, and this is Acqua di Gio, and this is the Eau de Parfum. Now, I've said it once or twice, and I'll say it again. This does not smell like the original Acqua di Gio. This is a combination of Profondo and Essenza. And I'm so glad that they did that because I really enjoyed Essenza. I don't have a bottle of it. I would love to find myself a bottle of it, but I do have Profondo. I love the citrus in this. I absolutely love the orange citrus. It's just bright, it's effervescent, it's just beautiful. It was something I was looking for coming out of the Acqua di Gio line. Though I don't think they should be getting rid of Profumo and replacing it with this, not whatsoever. But I'm really glad that they did do this. Now, you get the usual suspects like you would in most Acqua di Gios. You're getting that clary sage, you're getting those sea notes. But as it starts drying down, those aquatic notes kind of settle down, that salinity is still there, and then you start getting into these mineral qualities. So it's almost a little metallic, but I freaking love it. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. I get good longevity. I love the projection of this, and I absolutely stinking love wearing it, if you couldn't tell. I have so many fragrances, and sometimes I forget about fragrances, but for some reason I just keep going back to this bad boy. If you're looking at sniffing it, go check out your local department stores. Most likely they're gonna be carrying it. But if you're a fan of that Acqua di Gio DNA and you're looking at like changing it up a little bit, maybe you're getting tired of Profondo or Profondo Lights or Profumo, definitely check out Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum. Oh, thank you. All right, guys, I just had a fantastic lunch, kind of like dinner at Main Street Meats. Like I said, it is my favorite spot in Chattanooga. It's a butcher shop. They cure all their own meats. They make their own sausages. They do dry aged steaks. It's freaking incredible. I just had the burger, which is honestly the best burger I've ever had. So if you're ever in Chattanooga, definitely go check them out. Amazing owners. Amanda and Eric are some of the best people I've ever known. I freaking love them. Eric Neal is one of the best chefs I've ever had the experience of working with. I hope everybody is enjoying my review, and let's get back to it. But before I do, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. See you on the other side. This next one, well, I don't think I've ever added it to a list, but I absolutely adore this fragrance, and I'm not 100% sure if it's discontinued, so I'm hoping it's not. But it's coming from the house of Tom Ford, and this is Neroli Portofino Aqua. The reason I'm adding this on here is because you can find Neroli Portofino Aqua discounted and highly discounted. I got this 100 ml, I mean, you know, a few years ago, but it was, I don't know, 110, 120 bucks. But disclaimer, this has really piss poor performance, but I just love the way it smells. I love Neroli Portofino, but I really enjoy the Aqua a little bit more. This is a very congested area, and I have to keep pausing to let traffic go by. Tons of tourism here in Chattanooga, tons. And a lot of the tourism is just to come see this big boy behind me. Anyways, Neroli Portofino Aqua, what do I get from it? I get a bunch of lemon and bergamot right up top. And of course, there's Neroli in it. Hence why it's called Neroli Portofino Aqua. Now, there's no actual aquatic notes in here, but I believe there's some violet leaf adding a like watery quality to it, and maybe just a touch of like clary sage, or it could be the Neroli that's adding almost a salinic quality to it. Full dry down, you're getting some musks and what I think is going to be like some amber wood or some sort of amber accord, adding just a slight creaminess to it, but also adding a nice woody aspect to it as well. Like I said, I don't know if this is discontinued, because you know me, I don't like to talk about discontinued fragrances. I don't want you going out there looking for something that's going to cost you an arm and a leg to find. But I do know that these pop up at discounters quite often, and they're stinking cheap. But again, performance is lackluster, but I do not mind taking a decant with me, or even taking my bottle with me and reapplying it. It's one of those fragrances that I'll wear to the pool or wear to the ocean, and you know, bask in the way that I smell for a couple hours, get in the water, you know, it's gone, go home, take a shower, and spray it back on. Let me know what you think of Neroli Portofino Aqua, or even regular Neroli Portofino. Keep an eye out for it. If you can find a sample or decant, that is the best way to go. You got to test drive before you buy. But next up, Tom Ford, Neroli Portofino Aqua. Coming up next, man, every time I wear this fragrance, I want to be on a bluff, looking over the Mediterranean, sipping some ouzo, eating some dolmathakia. And that fragrance is Nishane, and it's Ege. I absolutely love what this fragrance does. I love the combination of anise and licorice, creating this like almost boozy ouzo note right up top. But you're also going to get some violet leaf in there, adding a nice watery aspect. There's also some olibanum in it, giving it a slight, not really a smokiness, more like a spicy, almost exotic feel. If I wasn't in Chattanooga and I could pick anywhere to go right now, I would be going to Greece. I want to be in the Mediterranean. I love the culture. I love the food. I love ouzo, and I just love Ege. There's something about it. It's quite addictive. I just enjoy the green aspects of this, because you're getting these really nice green qualities flowing through the heart and into the dry down of this. Another truck. And those green qualities flow through into the dry down, and this is such a gorgeous fragrance. You can find Ege at your discounters. I got this 50 ml for a little over 100 bucks. To me, I think it's totally worth a whiff and sniff, especially if you can find a sampler or decant. Like I said, like I always say, it's always the best way to go. Great performance out of this. It's a 8+ hour performer on my skin. I get great projection within the first hour and a half to 2 hours. I absolutely adore this fragrance. It had to be on here because it's an interesting and unique aquatic fragrance, and to me, it's a total transportive experience. So next up, Nishane Ege. Last but not least on my list is coming from the house of Azzaro, and this is Chrome Aqua. Now this, I'm gonna be honest. I think the guys over at Azzaro, they're like, hey, if Acqua di Gio can do it, if Giorgio Armani can do it, we can do it too. So this is gonna be similar to some of your Acqua di Gios. Just putting it out there. But I really enjoy this because it's affordable, and it is a little, it's a little different than a lot of your Acqua di Gio fragrances. It's got this really nice apple in there. You get, of course, that aquatic backbone. You got some violet leaf in there, adding a little wateriness. And then in the full dry down, you get just a nice woody base. Decent performer, but I mean, you can get these for like 20 bucks for a 50 ml. Another truck. I'm sweating balls. You're looking for just an easy, casual, dumb reach type of aquatic fragrance. In my opinion, I think this is one of the better ones that's come out in recent years, especially again for the price that you can find it at. You can also go with Chrome Extreme, which is going to be very similar to Profondo, just a little bit fruitier. But I don't know, I like this one better. Let me know, what are your thoughts? Leave me a comment down below. But last up on my list, Azzaro Chrome Aqua. All right, there it is, guys. There's 5 aquatic fragrances that I'm stinking loving right now. They got me kind of hooked. Like I said, I might be just a little bit too addicted to them because I just can't stop sniffing them. Let me know what some of your favorite aquatic fragrances are. But I hope that you enjoyed today's episode, bringing you further into where I live, showing you the Tennessee Aquarium. I hope you enjoyed the B-roll, and if you did, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. But always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.